Good day to everyone.
This is
BAB1D
BAB1D
Flash
Flash
News.
News.
The nation is shocked by the sudden eruptions of the volcano yesterday. The volcano began showing signs of eruptions at 1 o'clock p.m. after its 43 years of inactivity. Phoenix raised its status to alert level 2 at 2:30 p.m. It was due to a stream-driven or phreatic eruptions. Phreatic eruptions happen when either of the water beneath the ground or on the surface gets in contact with the hot magma. At 4 o'clock p.m., Phoenix raised the status to alert level 3. The ash column had reached 1 kilometer high, indicating magmatic arrest. At 7:30 p.m., the ash and rock fragments column reached up to 10 to 15 kilometer high due to the continuous eruptions. Later on, Phoenix raised the status to alert level 4, which is hazardous eruptions imminent. There was also frequent volcanic lightning. The ash will reach the neighboring cities and provinces like NCR, Cavite, Laguna, Bulacan, and other places, which led to the suspension of classes. To give us further more updates on the activity of the volcano, here is the exclusive report from Adam. Adam?
Everyone is shocked by the eruption and the gigantic ash column produced by the Taal volcano. The unrest phreatic eruption started at 1 p.m. yesterday. According to FIVOX, the stream-driven activity progressed into magmatic eruption earlier today at 2:49 a.m. to 4:28 a.m. The magmatic eruption is characterized by weak lava fountaining. It is also accompanied by thunder and lightning. The PSN, or the Philippine Seismic Network, has recorded 75 volcanic earthquakes in Taal region as of 5 a.m. today. 32 of these earthquakes were felt in Tagaytay City, Cabuyao, Laguna, Talisay, Alitagtag, Lemery, and Bawan, Batangas. The earthquakes felt with intensity ranges from intensity 2 to 4. This activity can be the indication that the magma beneath Taal is continuously intruding. It can lead to another eruptive activity of the volcano. Alert level 4 is still raised over Taal volcano as of 8 a.m. today. This means that maybe there will be another hazardous explosive eruption in the next hours to days. The UST FIVOX strongly reiterates total evacuation of residents within the 14-kilometer radius from the Taal main crater. These are the residents of Taal Volcano Island and the other residing areas. They are at risk to pyroclastic density currents and volcanic tsunami. Areas in the north general of Taal Volcano is warned and advised to guard themselves against the effect of the heavy and prolonged ashfall. Civil Aviation Authority must advise the aircrafts to avoid airspace around volcano as the airborne and ballistic fragments from the eruption column pose hazards to them. The DOST FIVOX is continuously monitoring the activity of the volcano and will update the authorities of further developments. That's it for the exclusive report. I am Adam and this is BAB1D Flash News.
Thank you, Adam. The eruption caused a lot of damage and changes to the Taal Island and the municipalities on the side of Taal Lake. Now to give us some news update about the aftermath of the eruption, here's the exclusive report from Geraldine. Geraldine?
The next morning in the area where the explosion of the Taal volcano would see a thick ashes released by the volcano in the area and as well in its nearby areas. Here in my side we'll see the large of the damage carried by this volcano explosion in which the roadways have fissures that cause the difficult for vehicles to pass. And here on my back, as you can see that the colors of the roof of the house, roads, and also the trees have colored gray, and the people here are full of ashes, their bodies, as well as their heads, and it's because of the ash released by the volcano. And after the Taal eruption, it can loss of several lives on the island, destroy the natural habitats of plants and animals, damage agricultural lands, and it caused millions worth of property damage and affected thousands of people. And because of the extent to which the eruption of ash from the native volcano, most of the boutiques from here in Talisay are running out of face masks. Because of people are obligated to wear face masks to avoid the bad smell of this ash. From here in Talisay, Batangas, I am Geraldine Galang and this is BAB 1D Flash News.
Thank you, Geraldine. It has been years since the last eruption of the Taal volcano. According to PBOX, Taal volcano has already erupted more than 30 times. Its last major eruption was in 1965 that killed hundreds of people. It is also believed that the eruption in 1911 and 1754 are the most notable eruption as it serves as warning of what the volcano is capable of. In 1911, a very explosive eruption killed 1,300 people. The 1754 eruption lasted for almost 7 months. It buried 4 of the towns in Batangas. It shows that the volcano is really capable of destroying not just the towns, but also the livelihood of the residents. This year eruption really affected the lives of the people in the island and the neighboring municipalities. The ash will cause the destruction of the houses of the residents. To give us some news about the situation in evacuation centers, here's the exclusive report from Ara. Ara?
Lines of evacuees are getting longer. The Municipal Hall of Mataas na Kahoy in the province of Batangas south of Manila, they're waiting for donations of food and water after Taal volcano's eruption. They were displaced after government declared mandatory evacuation for residents within 14-kilometer radius danger zone. Local officials are struggling to provide for the needs of their constituent with limited resources reaching their municipality.
Sa mga kumpanya, sa mga individual, pakisama naman po ang bayan ng Mataas na Kahoy sa inyong destinasyon, sa inyong pagdidistribute ng tulong.
A lockdown is being implemented more than half of the villages here in Mataas na Kahoy. Other areas will follow soon. While no one is allowed to stay within these areas, residents are allowed temporary access to their homes to retrieve their belongings. The Philippine Interior Department is calling on affected residents to follow the directive of the national government and leave their homes if they are within 14 kilometers of the volcano's main crater. In the event that the danger zone is expanded to 17 kilometers, this will now include more towns. Those who went back were able to take pictures of the devastation, such as fissures on the ground and collapsed homes. As the population grows at the evacuation centers, the health department is on the lookout for the possible outbreak of diseases. The local disaster office has recorded 125,000 residences taking shelter in evacuation centers, but hundreds of thousands more are staying with their relatives. Ara Aliasar, BAB 1D Flash News.
Thank you, Ara. We hope that everyone who is affected by this natural disaster will recover immediately. And if you want to help and donate to the victims, please refer to the information shown in your TV screens. And that's it for the latest update for the situations of Taal eruptions.
Watch out for the news for today in our primetime show later at 6:30 in the afternoon. This is Philip.
And I am Eileen May Vegan,
And this is BAB1D Flash News.